This is Mornings with Matt, the Deering Acting Studio podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Where we discuss the connection between life and acting.
Hey!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mornings with Matt, the Deering. Welcome to Matt. That's good. That's good. Welcome to Mornings with Matt, the Deering Acting Studio podcast. I feel like I say this a lot, that I'm so excited, but I really am. I'm happy to be alive today. And I don't know, guys, like we're very blessed right now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the world is blessed because we have an amazing guest on our show today, Miss Karina Sayler.
Hey!
Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
It is so great to see you today. I was very excited to talk to you. You've got quite the story, and I think quite the future ahead of you, which is very exciting. I was especially touched by something I noticed in your bio, where you mentioned that you stop to pray before events or before interviews and things. Is that true?
Yes, that is very true. I do that.
I think that's awesome. Do you mind if we say a quick prayer?
Of course.
I say, why don't we start the show with a prayer?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Dear Lord, thank you so much for today. Thank you for this connection that you're making, and please help us right now to use you to spread light-driven content and to maybe impact some teenagers and anybody else who might be listening, to impact their confidence and to help them in this time that has been so hard for so many. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So talk to me. You're kind of a big deal, I guess. You're a model, yeah, like a mini supermodel.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So how did this get started? The modeling, was this something you always knew you wanted to do? I mean, how'd you fall into this?
Well, I entered an AZ Foothills contest and I got top 10, but I didn't win, which is okay. But I did get scouted by Ford.
Okay, so that's crazy. You didn't win, but now look at you. That's pretty nuts. So what did that teach you, not winning? Did that like inspire you in some way?
It inspired me to become a model.
Yeah,
an
cool.
influencer.
Yeah, that's great. And so through the modeling process, what happened from there? So Ford signed you, and then was there like a first big job that kind of put you on the map?
Kind of. I have some modeling stories.
Yeah, I'd love to hear them.
Well, the first photo shoot I ever did was this fairy shoot. It was so cool. It even had wings, and it was just really beautiful. The design was awesome.
So you were modeling, and they had you in a fairy suit, and you were essentially a.
Yes.
My goodness. I'm going to have to find that photo and show it to my daughter. She's going to love it. How cool. Okay, great. So now you've played a fairy. It's like, where do we go from there, you know? All right, so then what?
And then I did this Eiffel Tower shoot just like maybe a year ago with Mark LeMay. It was super fun. But I was a little scared because there was like this tall ledge and I was wearing high heels.
So you're on the actual Eiffel Tower?
Well, not the actual Eiffel Tower, but close to it.
Like in Paris?
Yeah, in Paris.
Whoa, this is crazy. Okay, cool. So for those of us who are not as involved in the modeling world, can you explain who this photographer is that you were working with?
Well, he's like a famous photographer. He is super cool.
Yeah. What do you think it was about him that was unique? You know, I for me personally, I love spending time with people that are very successsul, you know, next level human beings. And it's amazing when you get around somebody and they're really good at their craft. To me, it's very beautiful. It's actually, it is godlike, actually. I even talk about the idea of serving, you know, being of service to others. And I remember there was a woman who would always clean our space, would clean our home, and she was very good at her craft. And it was the most interesting thing because I felt like there was something holy there. Like you'd walk in and you're like, oh, I knew she was there that day. Like you could just have this feeling that someone who knew what they were doing and loved and cared about it did the job that day. So what is it about this photographer, this famous photographer? Because there's usually a reason why people are famous, like they're really hardworking and they've been through certain things. So what was it about him you think that made him so special?
I think just the way he thought and how creative he was.
Yeah, so he looked for like maybe different angles that other people wouldn't see.
Yeah.
What about the way he would talk to you? Was there a way that he could communicate to you to help you feel relaxed and natural and whatnot?
Well, he knew what he was doing, so yeah, I kind of felt more natural.
Yeah, good. All right, cool. So now we've gone to the Eiffel Tower and Paris. We're starting to travel the world. So what's on the horizon now?
Well, the recent one I've done is the 1930s and 40s shoot.
Really?
It was so fun, and I really wanted to do it because I got to step back in time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you were playing somebody from the 1930s and 40s. Is it like a black and white shoot with some?
It was a black and white shoot.
Oh, that's fun. That's really cool. So what's that? Is that going to be featured someplace that people can find it?
Yes, and some of the photos were featured on Italian Vogue.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Not just Vogue, guys. Italian Vogue.
Which makes it that much
like
cooler.
So much cooler. So much classier, especially.
So talk to me. Are you well versed in interviewing and like acting and this kind of thing, or is this sort of a new world for you?
It's kind of a new world for me.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Were you nervous for today?
Yes, I was really nervous for today.
That's so awesome. And it's so great for everyone out there to hear you say that, because a lot of times we just think like, oh, well, you're a famous person or you're a big influencer and you never get nervous. And it's so not true, right? And let me tell you something, and this is very honest, okay? I was nervous to talk to you.
You don't need to be.
I know, but I was. Here's the thing. But I get nervous every show. I get a little bit nervous because I care, I think there's this thing called good nerves, and the good nerves come from when you care and you want to do a really good job and you want to, you hope that you have an impact. That's good nerves. The bad nerves come when you're unprepared and you haven't practiced and you don't know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Right?
Her smile is just like,
right?
Yeah, right. Amazing. All right, good. So before we move forward, I thought, there's a chance here that we could maybe impact some people, because this has been on our hearts. It's the reason why we started this show, actually. This show began at the beginning of COVID, and for our studio, we had to pause the in-person classes for about 6 weeks. And so we went right to virtual, and we're doing different things, but we were like, man, this is hard for people. So Brian had this great idea. He said, dude, we got to start a show in order to help people and, just cheer them up, I guess, basically. So we started the show. That's how we got started. And now we've got Karina Sayler on the show. Are you kidding me right now?
Are you kidding?
It's amazing.
Kidding me.
All right, good. So I'm a nerd with my sound effects. It's true.
I love the sound effects.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the encouragement. Okay, good. So but this has been on our hearts for real, is this idea of specifically teenagers. I feel like everybody's been ripped out of their normal, and it's unfortunate for everybody, And I've got some young kids, and I've gone through it, and we have grandparents, etc. But for teenagers specifically, to be ripped out of your normal when you're going through so much, and I just feel like it's so hard. And even I can tell you, teaching, I teach the virtual classes here, and ever since COVID started, that's been my thing, just to help out. And basically, I sit there in front of a computer for like 6 hours to teach, and it's stuff I love, and the students love being there, and I'm exhausted by the end just staring at a screen, and I feel so bad for these kids that are having to learn schooling just in front of a monitor, So I'm just curious how it's been for you, and maybe if you could dive into some of the truth there, some of the reality, so that people can relate to, hey, maybe even mini supermodels go through stuff.
Well, at first, COVID was really scary,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know what it was, and I was afraid my family was gonna get it.
Yeah.
But now it's just routine, and it's really not that scary anymore.
Yeah, that's cool. So have you been able to venture outside with like a mask on and things like that?
Yeah, but I still don't want to go outside.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So is there anything you have been able to do, like from home, or have you been trying to progress forward in certain ways?
Well, I've got more brand promotions
Really?
now that I'm home.
Interesting.
What's
That-
this panda thing about? What is that about?
Panda?
Isn't there something you're doing with like a panda movie or panda something? And you said something about that.
Yes, so I adopted a panda out my name.
Oh, you did? That's cool.
Yes,
So there's a panda named Karina Sayler?
there is.
Dang.
It's adorable.
Did you give
so
Did you
cute.
give the panda both of your names, like first and last?
I did.
That's awesome. I love that. That's super cool. So now brands are reaching out to you because you're home and maybe you've got the time to do some of those things. Do you want to talk about a few of your favorite brands that you've been helping out recently?
Well, a few of my favorite is this big dinosaur costume I just got.
What? You get to dress up as a dinosaur?
Yes.
That's like my dream, man. Like you're living my dream right now. I would love a dinosaur costume.
So
Brian
talk-
has like a stash of onesies.
Oh yeah, I got more onesies than any man should have.
so weird.
So many onesies.
Any man, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
one is too many, but okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not
Like
gonna deny
7.
it, guys. I'm not denying it. This is fact.
All right, so you get a dinosaur costume. I'm blown away by this. Okay, so can we see your face? Is this a Halloween kind of thing?
You can kind of see my face, and you can kind of not. It's like a Halloween costume.
That's amazing. So what did you do for your promotion? Is this on your Instagram? Like how do we find photos of you in a dinosaur costume?
So what I did was take a video of me roaring and walking in the dino costume.
Yes.
Amazing. Rawr. Rawr. Well, okay, all right, here we go. Quick audition here. All right.
Ooh.
Joey Sweeney, here we go.
Yes.
All right, so what's the
super
brand name?
psyched.
Do you remember the brand, Karina? All right, so there's a brand here, and they're approaching you, Joey,
Okay.
and they've got a dinosaur costume.
All right.
All right, now, in order to get the job, you've got to do a really convincing dinosaur roar.
I want to go next.
Like
I want to go next.
Like
I'm
a
so psyched
like
for
a
this.
like a Rex
so
from
excited.
Toy Story.
It's,
or
it's,
like
it's up
a
to you.
scary
It's up to you. Like
dinosaur?
it's your creative interpretation.
so excited right now.
We're not putting ours.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
This is a very important for this audition.
All right, here we go.
What is the color of the dinosaur?
You are getting.
Do we have a color of the
Listen,
dinosaur?
it matters.
It is a green dinosaur.
Green.
Okay.
Oh, it's green.
All right,
Okay,
all
that
right.
does make a
Yes,
difference.
that
That's a
does
very
make a
good point.
difference.
Huge,
All right.
huge thing.
All right, here we
All
go.
right,
Ready?
cool. Yes.
Joey the dinosaur. Okay. All right.
so
All right.
great.
Good.
Joey
all
the
right.
dinosaur.
Brian,
Okay.
you're
All
next
right,
here.
all right,
Okay.
I'm up.
So here's the audition. Okay.
Okay,
So
all right.
the dinosaur costume's been sent to you. Okay. You're gonna promote this brand. You're gonna get into the costume. All right. And here we go. It's a green dinosaur costume. All right. Let's maybe get you to stand up, please, so we can
All
see
right,
some of the
deal.
physicality you're doing. Because it's ridiculous. All right. Here we go. And.
Oh, that was way worse.
Yeah, yeah.
That was so much worse.
I didn't. Here's the thing. I didn't think it could get worse than Joey, and then we proved it can get
not giving
worse.
up on this.
No. You said you're like, are you a pterodactyl mixed with like a
Yeah.
gremlin?
I don't know what happened.
Here's the
there.
thing. I was going like the Rex route. Once she said it was a
Yeah.
green dinosaur, I was like,
Yeah, but yours was like rawr.
I was trying to go
That's
pterodactyl.
what he does, though. He
Look.
can't roar. That's the whole funny of Toy Story.
Look, all I know is I used to do a great pterodactyl because your wife was scared of dinosaurs, and so I
Yeah.
would just do that to scare her. It was great. It was.
Karina, have you seen this guy on Instagram? He's called Dino Dad. Have you seen this thing?
Oh, I have not.
Oh my goodness. So
It's just so funny.
Brian showed me this, and I was like, what? And I didn't want to even watch it because I don't like that kind of stuff. Was it TikTok or Instagram? I don't
It was
remember.
TikTok. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so this guy named Dino Dad, and basically there's these videos, and he's just like sitting around, hanging around the table or whatever, and then all of a sudden there's like a word that triggers him, and he just becomes a dinosaur and just rips into the table and like eats stuff.
Gets fully into it, like tearing apart garbage bags, like,
and basically this is his thing. So like if he hears that word, he's gonna do it. Like no matter what, he's gonna do it. It doesn't matter where he could be at a wedding, like it doesn't matter. So basically, like his wife is just looking at the camera like not
She's
again.
So,
like it's Thanksgiving
mad.
dinner, and
like,
yeah, Dino Dad, pretty hilarious. Okay, so we get a dinosaur costume. What else have you? What other fun brands have you been working with?
Well, I just did giant bubbles for South Beach Bubbles.
Okay, hold on. Let's
Giant
back up.
bubbles.
yo. Giant bubbles. That's what we're talking about here. Those
Yes,
big old
that one.
bubbles, like,
Very
yeah,
cool.
That's what's up.
That's amazing. Joey, we should get that on the screen at some point.
Yeah, I
the
can
giant
get that
bubbles.
on
That's
there.
amazing. All right, so giant bubbles with what was the company again?
South Beach Bubbles.
South Beach Bubbles Giant Bubble Maker. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you recommend this? Would this be a product you'd just be like, kids, get the Giant Bubble Maker because it's a lot of fun? Like, what did you do with it?
I do recommend it, but at first it was hard because I didn't follow directions.
I think we've all been there, right?
Okay, so when I was a kid, I'll never forget this test. This is a really good test. I had a brilliant teacher. I don't know if they still do this in school or not, but I had this brilliant teacher, and they handed out this test, and there's a paragraph of instructions at the top, and the questions are pretty easy. So you get the test, and then you're timed, and whoever finishes first wins, and and you get sort of graded by how quickly you finish, but you got to finish within I think it was 3 minutes or something. So it's like go.
Wow.
You get the test, and you're like, and you rifle through it, and the problem is what most kids miss, which I missed, was in the instructions it says skip right to the end, check the box, and turn it in. So you didn't even have to take the test if you read the instructions.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
So many schools do that.
It's a brilliant move. It's such a great test, and it really taught me. Okay, I better read the instructions.
So in that moment, this is one of those like people are getting up like right away, and you're like, wait.
And
a
I'm
sec,
like,
is that-
yeah, and I'm trying to go faster. Yeah,
so funny.
ravaging through. Yeah.
How did you do that so quickly? I don't understand.
And at the end, you're just like, I get these like pink cheeks when I get embarrassed, especially when I was a kid, like these big old pink cheeks, and so I would just be like, super embarrassed by that. But yeah, follow the instructions. It's good advice, even later in life when you're trying to assemble things as
as a full-grown adult.
as a full-grown adult. All right, Joey. So Joey's putting up here this bubble maker. This is unbelievable. How cool is that? I got to get one of these for the kids, guys.
Yes, they're
It's so
awesome. I
awesome.
played with it
Really
for
good
hours.
follow.
Karina, here's the thing. This is okay. Thank you so much for being on the show, first of all, because you're obviously, all these brands pay you to work for them and all this stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, you are costing us money because I am now buying so many things for my kids. It's like unbelievable. I'm like, all right, how much
like,
is the
"Thanks,
dinosaur
Dad."
costume? Because I have to have one for Brian.
Right. Thank you.
And I'm trying I'm trying my hardest to find the dinosaur.
Yo, when we
costume
did the dinosaur thing,
She said she did a video, so it might be, that might have been an up and down thing.
Gotcha.
Look at these photos, man. You've got quite the Instagram. Let's talk about this really quick. You and your mom started the Instagram together, right?
Yes, we did.
Can you tell me about that process and kind of what that was like in the beginning stages? Because I think a lot of people, this is another trap for teenagers, is the idea of wrapping your identity around likes and follows and things like that. And you're somebody who has a lot of likes and has a lot of follows and all that stuff. And I always preach, it doesn't make you happy. Like those things they don't represent what's really going on in your heart, And so I would love to hear your take on how you and your mom approached social media and got that started.
Well, at first we didn't have Instagram at all, so Ford RBA suggested that.
Good
so me
suggestion.
and my mom started posting pictures and posting regularly.
regularly.
That happens to us at least twice every morning.
I think I'm bringing that to class as a tongue twister.
That
next
happens
week.
to us regularly.
Regularly, that happens. Regularly.
All right, so you were posting regularly. That is hard, actually.
It's a tough one. That's like when you're trying to use your diction. That's like really challenging.
I'm gonna go ahead and avoid that word. And by the way, I was gonna give you interview tips at some point in time, but you're a great interview. But I'll still give some tips just for fun. But one of the tips is know which words trip you up and don't use them. Like that's a pretty good tip.
And now we just learned one. So
all
there
right.
you go.
So you're posting regularly,
Yes.
and then what?
Just modeling with a purpose to make a difference in the world.
Modeling with a purpose
Dang.
to make a difference.
Yeah,
in
when
the
she
world.
told me
That's
that,
a
I was
mission.
like blown away. I was like,
I need you to define that. That's incredible.
Okay, so for example, I created the This Is Me challenge. So just basically you post a picture of yourself without makeup and just that you're more than your looks.
Okay, I love that, Brian. You're gonna need to do that. Rise up.
yeah. Gonna
No.
get rid of all the makeup.
No makeup, bro.
No, under the.
I love
eyes
that.
bag.
So you started that challenge? Because I remember that challenge.
Yes, I did.
No way. That was you?
That was me.
That's insanity.
That's legit right
That's
there.
that's crazy legit.
Dang.
That's talk about influencer. That is
Matt-
called influence.
Matt might be your biggest fan.
Dude, I was
that's
already
like-
a fan. Now I'm like giddy.
It just went
Yeah.
up even more.
I should have gone back so I could be more nervous in the beginning of the show. All right, good. So you're modeling with a purpose. I love this. So one of the things that I teach in actually, it's a good time here, Brian. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
I know you're ready for this.
He's
This is a
all
little
ready
segment we
for
do. I don't know
this.
if you've seen any of the show, Karina, but I know you're going to be a big fan after this. Here we go. It's time now for Brian Sweeney's Shameless Plugs.
Shameless plug. What he was gonna say is, it's right in his book. Acting is my day job.
Too
Seven
bad it's
strategies.
unafraid.
Seven strategies to market and make money as an actor. All of these things are broken down, including how to make your own success, just like you've done here online, by just staying consistent and knowing your vision and what you want right down to the core.
So our goal is to do the most awkward plugs possible so that people feel bad for us and buy the book.
Which is why they put me on camera, Karina. You see, like that's part of the deal.
Do we have any viewers out there on YouTube, Brian?
Yeah, we
4.
do have 4 viewers right now.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you reach out to some of the viewers here, and
All right.
and if somebody wants to reach in and grab and get a copy of this book, just have them comment in Karina is cool.
Oh, dang.
Comment,
All right.
Karina's cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah,
Karina's
that's
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool,
All right.
cool.
All right, so what I was going to say is in the book, I very much believe in purpose. So there's this idea of everyone gets stars in their eyes when it comes to modeling and acting and thinking that, there's a shortcut or whatever, and there's really no shortcut. But I think that the key to being success is having purpose, having an idea of why you're doing it. If you don't know the why, then you'll feel like sort of incomplete and empty. Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
Yeah, that's cool. So you have modeling with a purpose, and then deep down you have this love of singing too, right?
I do, yes.
Oh, dang.
Let's talk about that,
Okay.
because you just lit up when I said
Okay.
singing. What's your favorite thing to sing?
Just Christian songs and country. I really like country.
Awesome. Have you ever like written or sung an original song of any kind?
Not to publish, but yeah, just for myself.
Nice. So is it something you wrote yourself?
Yeah, when I feel sad or lonely, I usually sing songs.
And is there one that you wrote, or is it you improvise them as you go?
Improvise, yeah.
Okay. My daughter does this. My daughter's an artist. She loves to draw, and she sings constantly. And whenever she wants to emote at kind of any emotion, but definitely like sadness or madness or whatever, she'll usually draw like a picture. She'll deliver it, and then she'll attach a song to it. It is the cutest thing in the whole world. But okay, yeah. So that's very cool. So you like Christian songs and country songs. All right, here, very good. All right, let's have you sing right now. Just kidding. Just kidding.
She's like, wait a second, what's happening?
I didn't sign up for that.
Look, all right, we did do dinosaur voices. I mean, like anything possible out here.
That's like the worst thing
I know.
you could do
I
to
was
somebody.
all right. I should never do that.
But I mean, it was pretty great reaction that our audience can relate to, I think.
All right, good. So
That's like my biggest pet peeve is when somebody's like, "You sing?" and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like I sing before, and then they're like, "Oh, well, sing something," and I'm like, "I didn't say I'm gonna sing. I
Right.
said I sing." Like
People
I
used to do that. We used to get that for improv all the time.
Yeah,
like when you tell somebody that you're an improviser, they're like, "Oh, tell me a joke." I'm like, "Not that kind of."
yeah, why is it that in other professions though, when like let's say someone finds out you're a lawyer,
Right.
and they're like, you're a lawyer? Oh, cool. Write me a contract real quick.
Right? Yeah.
Let me see you work. That'd be great.
Will you practice law on this spot? That would be really cool.
Crazy. I got this legal thing going on with my family. Like just.
Well,
quick.
that they probably do actually. All right, Karina. So we're gonna transition here a little bit and see if there might be some shell of wisdom we might be able to pass your way. So what would you like to know from us? You've got some acting coaches here in front of you. Do you have any questions that you want us to sort of dive into? Anything we can help you with?
Yeah, what would you recommend for someone who is interested in voiceover?
Okay, good. So with everything that you want to dive into, and voiceovers included, it's practice. So that's first and foremost. Now, when it comes to voiceover, voiceover is essentially acting behind a microphone. So you must first become a good actress and then also use the little skills that are involved with the microphone. So I wouldn't be afraid of learning acting as its own trade and then specifically tailoring it. Taylor, huh? You like
Hey.
that? That was pretty good. That was the wrong.
I mean, I liked it
yeah,
still.
but it was supposed to be that.
And she's already said she loves the sound effects. So pretty much any button you push,
know.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
I could miss. Okay, good. So it's practice and then honestly work on acting specifically because like what kind of voiceover do you want to do? You want to be like an animated character and stuff?
Well, I can do animal noises.
Okay, that we are definitely going to hear.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
probably way better than you can't get worse than our dinosaur, so we're safe.
Well, we'll find out. Here we go. Can we get worse? Here we go. Let me hear.
Okay.
So fun. That's so good.
That's gonna be an ongoing sound effect
Yeah,
for
we're
us
gonna
now.
use that.
We're gonna
That's
record that, save it, and then anytime I want that, I'm gonna go.
So great.
That's amazing.
pretty
So
great.
is this something
Alright.
you've been working on for a long time? Is your sheep?
No, I just been able to do animal noises.
Okay, all right. Now I just want to see it. Let's do a little head-to-head with her and Brian.
No
Okay.
way. She'll crush
Split
him.
screen. I know, but it'd be so great.
That's okay. All right,
You
but
down?
I'm gonna get crushed.
You
All right,
down?
one
Right.
animal. We're gonna do one animal.
All right, one animal of your choosing, okay?
Okay.
And
animal.
split screen, and then we'll decide who wins. It'd
All
be
right.
great.
What's your favorite animal
I'm
to
gonna
do?
lose. It's okay.
Dog.
Perfect.
Dog.
All right. I choose
Oh,
randomly. I choose
dang.
dog.
Okay. All right.
All right. Here we go. Are we on split screen?
Setting it up. Yes.
All right, here we go. This is the Animal Noise Contest, a brand new segment here on Mornings with Matt, the Daring Acting Studio podcast.
Yes.
Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, here we go. Brian, you're going to be up first. Okay, your best dog sound effect. Okay, apparently Brian's dog is in a lot of pain.
He's a really, really small dog, guys.
He's hurt. He's
Guys.
hurt, and he's going to be put down soon. All right, good.
Oh my God.
Now let's let Karina give a shot here. Go ahead,
Gonna
Karina.
Crush me.
Your dog, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, my dog.
Winner.
My
We
dog's
got a winner.
scared
We got a winner.
because
Yeah.
her dog
All right.
scared my dog.
Now here's my dog. Okay, I have a dog.
Okay.
Okay. You don't even match
Wow,
it
that's
out.
pretty good. That's pretty good. That was pretty
not-
good. That was pretty good.
Okay.
That was definitely a sound effect. Just,
The mouth
I
does
mean,
not
I'm
match
sure
up.
you knew that, but he's not that good at making sound effects.
Yeah. So, have you ever taken any acting classes, Karina?
I have,
Yeah.
but now I don't.
Now you don't. Are you interested in getting back into it? Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, I would love to take acting lessons.
Awesome. Well, we're going to talk to you on the reverse of this show here. The reverse. I don't know what that
The
means.
reverse. We're gonna go back in time to when Matt was
back
nervous.
end of that show.
Back when I'm more nervous. We're gonna gift you. We're gonna gift you some classes here. You're gonna get some classes. You can take the virtual classes with me, and Brian teaches one of the other ones for teens, and that'd be something that you can take advantage of if you'd like to.
And as far as voiceover goes, we do have one coming up, so we'll reach out to you about that. And
Voiceover workshop, yeah.
Voiceover workshop. So, audience, keep your eyes out for that because that's coming up.
Yeah, and I'll be happy, honestly, to even give you a voiceover private lesson. I just sort of fell in love with this girl. She's great.
She's amazing.
You know, and if you think about it, you know, she just like, okay, again, I'll just be real. So Karina just like, she puts up a post, right? And then all of a sudden we get like a bazillion more followers, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like this girl.
Well, and you know what? I learned a ton from watching the way that she was posting and the sort of methods behind just continuing to put different creative things out. Like
Good,
I
I'm
specifically,
glad.
Matt's like, I'm super excited about that. Like I saw your creativity inside of the way you posted, like on your stories, like all the little like. I don't even know what they're called. What are they, like emoji thingies? Like the things that you add?
Bitmojis?
Is that what it is? Yeah, the Bitmojis, the GIFs, whatever they are.
Like,
Yeah, we got to learn
All the-
those terms. It's
Sure, I'll
important.
learn the terms. All the little
He
things that
just
you
points
kept
at
adding
it.
on there. Like
all the little.
you made your own live.
all the
You
little-
made your own like live in 13 hours thing, and I was like, how'd you do that? That's so cool.
the little gadgets and gizmos you got.
All right, I've aged myself. Thank you.
I'm just a Wickenburg kid. I don't know what's
That's
going
it.
on.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like Karina was definitely from this show like what I wanted to be as a kid, and she's way cooler than I was.
Well, yeah.
I did a lot of the things that she's doing with bubbles and like, dinosaur dress up.
You just need to get paid for it.
I just
Yeah,
didn't
right,
get
yeah.
paid for it, and I had no followers. So.
All right, so what hobbies do you like to do outside of? Do you have any other hobbies
Ooh, this is a
besides
good
singing?
one. Like this.
Yeah, I travel with my family, and I
Nice.
play with my dog Baxter.
Baxter.
Dang.
Baxter.
Yes.
That's where the voice comes
That's where,
from.
yeah.
So who is Baxter? Like, what kind of dog is he?
He is a mixed terrier,
Nice, love it.
and I rescued him from Tijuana.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a serious.
So you were traveling, and then you and Baxter kind of hit it off.
Well, I've never been to Tijuana, but he came to Arizona.
Oh, he made the trip himself.
It was
This
quite a
is
journey. They're making a movie about it next year.
That's amazing.
Baxter actually, he was in Tijuana and he saw her social media profile,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was like, "Can you please?"
And
be
he
my
no,
owner?"
and he made the trip, and so
Yeah.
his journey to Karina's house is the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
it's,
a great-
it's gonna be spectacular.
I love
She's
this
obviously
movie.
starring in it. Yeah, it's,
100%.
It's like basically a next level Homeward Bound is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you can go next level than Homeward Bound.
I think
And
pretty much
the
and
best
and
movie.
Karina,
She did. I don't know how she did it, but she did it.
plays herself and also the voiceover of the dog.
Yeah.
That sounds like a winner.
Both.
All right, good. All right, so we're gonna end here. You've got some future goals ahead of you. Like, what are you thinking? Kind of next phase in your life or long term? Do you have any ideas for that?
Well, I hope to be a traveling worship singer.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you're gonna do that.
There's not much you can say to that besides like awesome, right?
Like,
I mean,
okay, you win. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. So, what's driving you to that, and how do you like? What do you see in your mind as being a traveling worship singer? Do you mean like almost like a celebrity singer that goes from church to church, or just like you're a part of a band, or what's your thought around that?
Like traveling the world and just singing.
Nice. So there's no reason you couldn't model and do that too, right?
That's true.
There's no reason you couldn't do voiceover and still do that, technically.
That's true too.
There's no reason you couldn't be a successful actress and
Right,
still
yeah.
do that, really. And what's also cool is all those other things that they're so connected. Is those things might help you travel the world, and then while you're traveling, you find a place to sing, and then you can serve and give back, and spread God's word. I think that's a big part of what we've been striving to do since day one, is create an army of entertainers to infect the entertainment world with light and with goodness and with love. And I think that you are 100% on your way to doing that. And we are so blessed to have been a part of your journey today and just getting to talk to you. And thank you so much for your time, Karina.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it, right? We're going to wrap it there?
Let's wrap it
All
there.
right. Ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Mornings with Matt, the Deering Acting Studio podcast. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. Help us spread this light-driven content to the planet.
Thanks for listening to Mornings with Matt. Please like, subscribe, and follow us at Deering Acting Studio to keep up with the latest content. For more information on classes, private lessons, or professional development coaching, visit www.deeringstudio.com. Have a Deering day, everyone.